Indeed an honor and a pleasure to be among youngsters and a generation who we have all our faith in the coming days. My good friends, SDO Ukhrul, Suranjoy Singh, and DGM Akui, NEFEC Secretary, also a very good friend of mine, Tamyo, the judges, the hosts, the artists, everyone who is involved in this program to try and bring together the limited resources in bringing about a better perspective to education. Parents, especially my young friends from school, I hope everyone's doing good. Are you doing good? Great, great. You had a good time. You had a lot of your friends singing well. Wonderful listening to all of them. Something strange, which I noticed today, giving me a sense of hope. In a society that is besieged with so much of hate, so much of negative competition. You know, the moment the first team came out in the a cappella section, everybody cheered on. After they finished also, so I was like, oh, this team will definitely come first. It went on till the end, so I was like very confused. You know, you call that a community, participation of all our friends, all our people, to make sure that you encourage the people around you. You grow when you are one with your people. This was a classic example that the young students who are uncorrupted today, all of you who have so much of desires in life that comes from your heart, how do you ensure that your wants do not ever become your needs? This difference, my young friends especially, my very, very young friends, to have wants is very good. If you want something, that is an ambition. You can have a vision, you can have a mission, and you can try and achieve it. But when you have needs, and you cannot accomplish needs, that is when you know that society is broken down and that the future is bleak. I am very certain that I will be older than most of your parents today. I have seen what high school is. I have seen what junior high school is. I have seen what college is. And I tell you but one thing. The joys that one experiences while you are young, you think that this is the ultimate. You think that you are actually enjoying whatever life has to offer you. The only problem is when you enjoy everything that you desire at this age or at a younger age, when you grow older during your college. Till such time you are dependent on your family, your parents, and you feel that you have life just to enjoy life and have a good time in life. It's during the twilight years in each and every single person's life that you start having regrets. Never have regrets. I will give you one piece of advice, just one today. Try and live that. If I'm alive next year, I'll come back again next year. We will again see, we will discuss again, we will talk again next year to see how much of that we have actually accomplished. I want each child here today, each student here today to raise up your hands. I'll ask you something. When you get up in the morning, which student does not look in the mirror and go to school? Which student? Lift up your arm, your hand. If you don't look at the mirror, lift up your hands. See, you have the answer there. Now, everybody that looks into the mirror before you go to school, lift up your hands now. Who looks in the mirror before going to school? Lift up your hands. You know what this says? This tells us that we love ourselves. It's very good. It's very good. I tell you, that is your biggest asset, to love yourself. Love yourself, respect yourself. If you respect yourself and if you love yourself, you will make sure that you will do the right things that will ensure in the coming days that everybody around you will love you. You look in the mirror every morning and you say, wow, this is the gentleman, or this is the beautiful girl, isn't it? Wow, this is God's creation, isn't it? It is God's creation. Your parents, your mother, your father, if they're both alive, your parents, if you have a single parent, if you don't have parents, if you have elders who are looking after you, if you're dependent on society looking after you, look in the mirror every day and say that this is something that people love. This is a face that God has loved and created. Why destroy it? Does anyone among you want to destroy that face that you see every morning or not? Do you want to? You want the best for yourselves, isn't it? So my challenge is very simple to you today. Till the time you have the 7th EduFest next year, one very short and simple challenge. Look in the mirror every morning and just take out 5 seconds and say, yes, I've promised. That madman who came from Shangshak, I told him I will love this man who is in the mirror, or this girl, or this person who I see in the mirror. You love that person as God would love you, as your parents would love you, as your elders would love you. You love that person, not with vanity. You see, don't be vain in life. Love that person, saying that this is a good person. I wish to be a good person and be remembered in the twilight of my life that he was a good person, she was a good person, and the memories that this person has left us, it is, the same as an indelible ink, an ink which cannot be erased. Would you want your lives to be a memory to your generations to come, that they would never erase your memories and they would follow your path and build your society to be stronger and stronger and stronger and conquering your dreams together? Would you want that? You would, isn't it? Till such time you grow to that age, I'm telling you, as your brother, as your friend, as your uncle, as your awo or ava or whatever, I am telling you today here, till such time you grow of age and till such time that you're ready to face the world, we are here facing that fight for you. So you don't worry about that part, okay? Don't worry about that part. Leave that to the rest. Take your life seriously. Look into that mirror every day and say, what is good is for me. What is good is for my society. What is good for my people. What is good, my parents. Your parents' dreams are on you today. Each of you has a village. Just ask your parents, how many of our educated in the villages are employed or are doing well, whether they're entrepreneurs, whether they are good farmers in the farming industry, or they are working outside in the private sector. Ask your parents. Go home and ask your parents. And if they tell you that it is more than 20%, they are lying to you. I know it's not more than 10% that are where our people are doing well. 90% of our educated, they are not employed. employable, educated are so small in number for our people. We need to get all of our educated employed. Would you not want to be employed, whether it is small or big? Would you not want that? You all would want that. Dignity of labor. So to achieve that and to respect that, start loving that person that you see in the mirror every morning. I'm telling you, don't love that person for the beauty of that person, but look in the mirror and say that this person has to be a good person. God has to love this person. My parents have to love me. My friends have to love me. Society has to love me and respect me for that person to be a good person. Because I tell you, that person is a good person. At the end of your life, live your life to the fullest. And when you are passing away, let everybody remember you as a person who was a good person and left a memory which people, your family especially, and your generations would cherish and change their lives in the coming days. Accept that challenge. Do you accept that challenge or not? You do. Next year we meet again. If I am hale and hearty like this, I'm having so many problems now with old age. All these people, they tell me I'm not old. I tell you, I'm an old man actually, but pretending to be young and strong. You see, when I go back home, heavy mali safra dia semuanya. Yang ini stopping the mali satra pungkinik to mali salga ngthorfong hita dia othisat krek man da jang. So believe yourself, listen to your parents, listen to your elders, but in school especially, your principal, your teachers, they are your gods. They are your gods. And especially respect your colleagues, your friends. The more respect you have for your colleagues, the more respect you will gain and the more trust you will have among society. And that is how a society is built. Thank you. God bless all of you. Next year we meet again.